Hey, Radiant Souls. I'm Sarah, your soul oracle and your guide from Soul Heart Intuitive Coaching. And this is your energy update for the week of July 27th to August 2nd. So the frequencies right now, they're deep, they're reflective, and they're rewriting you from the inside out. They are triggering you for a reason. The triggers are to come to the surface and to bring information that's in alignment for you that you need to know and that you need to work on so that you can be the best and brightest version of yourself. So if you have been feeling the pull to pause, recalibrate, and release, this is your time. You are right on time. Now I've pulled cards. We're going to start off with the energies for the week and what every person needs to know. So earth element, stability, water element, sensing, and Pisces is I believe. You are searching for stability in the world right now, and that can be a really challenging thing, and it's not necessarily something that you are going to find easily. Everything is kind of in chaos and is up in the air right now, and it's shifting and it's changing and it's realigning, and it's doing that for a reason. So you're going to have to count on what you're sensing and what you're feeling and how you can merge those two things together, because the water and the earth are going to help you to find your footing as long as you are willing to put in the effort and to do the work. And this goes back to the Pisces card, belief. Have the belief that what you are doing and what you are working on is for your highest and best good. Everything that is coming up is for you to work on and to release, to let go, to recalibrate, to do that deep reflection. We have all of these retrogrades right now. This is a time for you to go backwards, not forwards. Mercury is retrograde. Chiron station's retrograde this week. Saturn is retrograde. Neptune is retrograde. All of this energy is asking us to recalibrate and to take another look at what it is that we have been going through and what it is that we have been doing, how we can make adjustments for those things going forward. Now, it may also be asking you to release. If something isn't flowing and it's challenging, that is something that you need to pay extra close attention to, as it is there for a reason and it is happening for a reason. And unfortunately, typically when things aren't flowing, it is an opportunity and a time to release it. But you have to be open-minded and you have to be willing to let it go. So this is the time for you to let go of anything that is no longer serving you. Now, it may just mean that you need to make a recalibration and you need to readjust what it is that you've been doing. Great, but it could be deeper than that. So pay attention to what happens as you make these adjustments and as you move into that realm and you see what it is that you need to do so that you can become the best version of you. So I've pulled cards for each zodiac sign. And the real gold is in your sun and your rising sign. So pay attention because that is where the real work lies. So let's tune in. We're not here to predict. We're here to see what it is that you already know and what it is that you feel. So what is ready to shift? What are you ready to release? And what is your future self asking you to embody right now? So we are going to start with Aries. Aries, your card this week is reawaken. You are going through a process. You are going through a transformation. Any process, any transformation, it is not always going to be easy, but it is essential. It's essential to your path for you to see who it is that you are becoming, who it is that you were. All of this information is going to lead you into this next version of yourself, but you have to allow that next version of yourself to emerge, which is part of what this reawakening process is. It's you going through what are your triggers? What is going on for you? Release, let go, and go through this process. It is a journey, not a destination. It is not something that you are going to go through overnight. Just let the process unfold as it will. Taurus, your card this week is nurture. You need to pay attention to yourself. What is it that you want and you need? We are in a season where there is a lot of Cancer energy. Venus enters the sign of Cancer this week, your sign. It is important that you pay attention to your emotions. What do you need to feel safe, secure, comforted? All of those things are what is embedded in this phase of nurturance that you're going through. Take a time out if you need to. Try not to react in the moment. I know that can be easier said than done, but you want to act from a place that is with kindness for yourself and kindness from other people. And if you're triggered, you cannot do that. Find a way to nurture yourself and be the best version of yourself that you can be. Gemini, your card this week is receive healing. Somebody is either sending you healing or you are seeking healing. Either way, the healing is not something that is going to come from inside this week. It is going to be something that comes from outside. There is a lot of times where the healing work, it is essential that you do the work on yourself first. Now, there is a part of that that's in here where there are certain pieces of information that you need to act on yourself. But this is more than that. You are going to need assistance in completing that healing that you need to do. You're too much in your head. It's not something that you can completely finish on your own. So you need to take that, you need to do that so that you can receive the healing and you can make the progress that you need. So you need a little bit of assistance this week. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. You may even know somebody who can help you through this, but you have to be open and you have to be willing to accept it. Cancer, your card this week is modify. You are making modifications, you are making adjustments. Just make sure that they are small ones. This is Mercury retrograde time and retrograde time period. The modifications that you make may not hold water. There may be more work that you have to do at a later point in time. It's okay. You are making these modifications. So if you make small modifications and small adjustments, then it's easier for you to comprehend when you need to make more modifications and more adjustments that you didn't just waste your time. Make them small, make modifications. Don't just throw out everything that you have been working on and start from scratch. Make small, tiny modifications, and that will lead you in the direction that you need to go. Leo, your card this week is kindness. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to other people. It is important and it is vital. There is way too much energy that is out there right now where everybody is just slinging insults at everybody else. This is an essential step for you. Do not participate in that mudslinging that is going on. Kindness, compassion, empathy, they are all important. Do not be impulsive. This is an opportunity for you to love yourself in the best version of yourself. Mercury is retrograding through your sign. It is giving you that reminder that you can be the best, most compassionate version of yourself that you can be, but you have to be kind to yourself as you go through this process. And remember, it is a process. Virgo, your card this week is release. You are letting things go. So let them go. They are not serving your purpose any longer. And if you think that they are serving your purpose, then really take a close look at it and examine it. There is most likely something that's hidden beneath that you need to know and you need to see the truth of so that you can let it go and you can release it. Truth is important in the process. Oftentimes, we can bury our heads in the sand and think that this does not bother and impact me. But the truth is that it does. Somebody may point out information to you, and it's important that you take that information into consideration because it may be part of the process of you seeing things for what they are and letting go of what it is that is no longer serving you. So, Virgo, release what is no longer serving you this week. Libra, your card this week is reliable. You are often known for being a reliable person. You show up, you are there, you are present. But this isn't a time for you to maybe turn that on its head a little bit. That doesn't mean that you don't need to still be reliable. You still need to show up. However, what that means is that you need to take more of a look at where it is that you're reliable. Are you showing up because it is something that you are truly interested in and something that you are truly vested in and it is part of your path? Or is it something that you are expected to do? If it's something that you're expected to do, then it's an opportunity for you to take a look at what it is that it is telling you. It's providing you with information. Where are you committed? And is that commitment worth the energy that you're putting in? So look at that and examine that this week, Libra. Scorpio, your card this week is growth. You are growing, you are expanding, and it can be scary at times. You're a fixed sign. You would prefer to know the answers and you want to know what is going to happen. We don't live in one of those times, unfortunately. It's just not the nature of how things are. You're growing, you're expanding, and that may mean that you're outgrowing the container that you have been in. It's important that you allow the growth to evolve and to shift because it's taking you in a new direction. New directions don't always have to be scary. They can be something that you can totally not expect, and it can be something great and something wonderful, but you have to allow it to unfold. So allow the growth to unfold as it is taking you in a new direction. Remember, doesn't have to be scary, and try not to force it into becoming what it is that you want it to be, because you may be limiting yourself in terms of what it could be. So allow the growth to expand and to be as it's going to. Sagittarius, your card this week is acceptance. It is important that you accept things for what they are right now. We all have illusions in terms of what we want things to be and what they could be. But some of the hardest work is accepting things for what they are. It is important that you accept this situation for what it is right now. That doesn't mean that it's going to stay that way forever. It will circle back and could shift and become something different. But for right now, you know the truth of the situation. Accept that. Try not to let your head get too involved in it, as you could end up causing yourself setbacks if you do. Accept the situation for what it is. It doesn't mean it's permanent, but right now it is what it is. Capricorn, your card this week is give back. It is important for you to give something back. Most likely, you have received something from somebody at some point in time that really helped change the path and the directory of your life. This is an important time for you to give back. However, that does come with a caveat. That does not mean that by giving back, you bend over backwards in order to give somebody something. Do not bend over backwards. You can give back in ways that still take your energy into consideration. You don't always have to do, and you don't always have to be everything for everybody else. That is not giving back. That is people taking advantage. Give back in some way that is important and is valuable to you. It can be little things. It doesn't have to be some big, huge, grand gesture. But give back this week in some way that you can live with and the other person can accept. Aquarius, your card this week is self-love. It is important for you to love yourself. Every sign needs to learn to love themselves. And I'm not saying that to be coy. Loving ourselves is one of the most important things that we can do here on this planet. And Aquarius, you're unique. You like to do things your own way, and you may just be ahead of your time. All of those aren't bad things. But oftentimes you can see it as something bad or something negative because you don't want it to be that way. But love yourself exactly as you are, because that is where the real magic lies. So, Aquarius, love yourself this week. That will take you the distance. And Pisces, your card this week is compassion. Have compassion for yourself. Have compassion for what's going on in the world, what other people are going through. But again, don't lose yourself in it. You're naturally compassionate. You're naturally concerned about what is going on with the world at large. But the energy right now, it's tough. It's challenging. Things are going on, but you have the power to be kind, to be compassionate for yourself and other people. And as you go through things, remember, take a step back. Where am I being triggered? How can I be kind? How can I be compassionate to myself? And that may mean that you say, I need to walk away from this situation right now. Can we discuss this later? Because right now I am triggered and I don't want to release that on you. It's important that you follow the cues that you are receiving. And this goes for everybody. Remember, you are not off path. Sometimes we have to spiral deep before we reach alignment, and that is okay. So hopefully these messages help you to anchor into your next step. And even if you can't see what the full map looks like yet, these messages for the sun and the rising, they're codes, they're information, they're layered, they're multifaceted. So let this information sit with you. If you need to, circle back, listen to it again. Listen to it at the beginning of the week, then listen to it at the end of the week. See whether it resonates with you. If it doesn't, then sit with that too, because that's all information that you need so that you can become the best version of you. So if you're ready for a more personalized reflection or you would like more information, I'd love to hold space for you and your evolution. You can book 30 or 60-minute sessions with me at www.soulheartintuitivecoaching.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And that is where part of this magic continues. So here's to a week of visionary clarity, energetic softness, full spectrum, soul truth. So stay tuned, stay luminous, and stay you. And I will talk to you next week.